Hey, you guys, I am back and we're going to be discussing PTSD. We're going to talk about this, right? I had to heal myself, y'all, from post-traumatic stress disorder. Nobody helped me but God, and my angels were sent to serve me, right? And help me to heal from this post-traumatic stress disorder. However, I did not get the disorder, but I did experience the traumatic event, right? So we're going to talk about this because a lot of people, they are struggling with this disorder and they don't even know it, right? So post-traumatic stress disorder is one of the most well-known trauma-related disorders, right? But it's just one of many mental health conditions, right? With potential roots in psychological shock. So when you experience trauma, okay, when you go through an experience of being overwhelmed, it pretty much puts you in a place of shock, okay? This is what trauma does. So it's kind of like, I'm going to give you an example, natural disasters, right? You got natural disasters and let's see, hold on. You have natural disasters. That's like an example of trauma, okay? And I'm going to just talk about this a little bit more. If you have experienced trauma, if you're interested in getting help, you know you need help, you don't have people around you that you can talk to, you don't have people around you that understand you, you got people around you that may not even like you. These people may actually, also they may get a kick out of seeing you go through trauma. So if y'all didn't know, it's some sick individuals out here. They actually get a kick out of, they love hurting other people. So you got some sick people out here that they just love to see you cry, you're hurt, you're in pain. It could be your family member, it could be your spouse, it could be your children, it could be your mama, it could be somebody close to you. The Bible says, for my love, they was my adversaries, right? So we know that it's the very people that's close to you. The Bible also says that your enemies will be that of your household. So I teach you how to overcome household enemies, right? And you got to be careful, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, because you know what the main number one reason is for the reason for household enemies. I'm gonna give you the number one reason for household enemies, right? These people, your household enemies, these are the people, y'all, that have tried to make you experience a traumatic event and give you PTSD. These very people that say that they love you. The Bible says, for my love, they was my adversaries, y'all. So you got to be careful, right? So when you go through, a troubling, traumatic event, you may not have nobody around you that can help you. So God, he always sends somebody. He always gonna send somebody to help you when you are in need. I know what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm going to give y'all a testimony. I needed help with this one thing. And really all I needed to do was just act on that thing, right? Sometimes what's holding us back is just action. We need to act on what it is that God told us to do. If God tell you to do it, then he gonna bring you to it, and he gonna bring you through it, right? I was way in Mexico and I needed this one thing. And do you know God sent me this one thing? It was in the form of a human being. It was. And at that time, I wasn't able to receive it. But you got to be careful. I talk about this in my book. You got to be careful who you reject, because that person may have your next level. The next level that you need to get to in life, that person may be able to help you get there. So you got to learn how to be careful. And then you have to learn how to, I'm going to teach y'all how to know the voice of God and the voice of Satan. Okay, these are some things that I do in Angelic Soul Healing Academy. I teach you how to talk back to the devil. I teach you how to cast out demons. I teach you how to do spiritual practices for yourself for protection. Okay, I teach you about this stuff. I teach you about the angels. Okay, and listen, I also teach you about demons, the demons that trouble people, because post-traumatic stress disorder, y'all, this is a trauma disorder. This is a disorder. People are walking around with this and don't even know they need help. People don't even know they in shock. Something happened in their life and it shocked them, you know. And now let me ask you this. I'm gonna tell you why I'm your perfect person. Have you ever, I'm going to tell y'all, don't you know, ever since I was a little girl, I have experienced troubling, traumatic events where I literally it was several times in 38 years that I almost lost my life, okay? I done probably been in 4 car accidents, okay? 5 accidents. You know what was so crazy? Somebody almost hit me the other night. That was crazy, right? And I didn't even tell my dad, because my dad is over here with me right now. But listen, this is why I'm telling y'all gotta learn counteracting strategies. Counteracting strategies, okay? Ever since I started coming on here and talking and helping people, listen, do you know that Satan, he knows how powerful you are, okay? And he knows, okay? He knew how powerful he was. Remember, because he was an angel, okay? And he worshiped the Most High. But he also wanted to be like the Most High, too. So listen, post-traumatic stress disorder, you may not have people around you that can help you, y'all. Okay? I'm trying to tell you. I am trying to tell you. And so mental health is a condition, is triggered by a terrifying event. It's either experiencing it or witnessing it. It may be a flashback. It may be a nightmare, severe anxiety, uncontrollable thoughts about an event. So it's a mental health condition, and some people, they don't focus on recovery. But this is for trauma survivors. Specifically, God gave me the Soul Healing Within, the Trauma Recovery Retreat. We focus on recovery. We're covering it all, not just in one area of your life, but in every area of your life. You're going to recover it all, okay? So this is why recovery is important, and you have the power to transform, but you have to do the work, okay? You got to do the work. So this is what I teach you. I teach you how to do the work. We go through all of this, how to do the work, you know, because you are your own best healer. It's just that you got to become aware. So this is what I'm going to be talking about, y'all. How do you meet your inner child, okay? This is going to be good. This is going to be so good, y'all. How do you meet your inner child? Because it's a lot of people dealing with inner child trauma, childhood trauma, okay? How do you grow? How do you reparent yourself? I had to reparent myself, okay? How do you set boundaries with people? How do you release trauma bonds, okay? What is your power of belief? What is your belief system? What is the mind and body healing practices? These are things that I talk about in the Soul Healing Within, the Trauma Recovery Retreat program. This is what we talk about. We talk about some of these things in that specific program. These are